nearby counter and starts pouring chocolate milk into glasses. But the glasses are strangely being filled from top to bottom. So how do you like my hopeful bold? I hope darks and smooths haven't caused you any trouble. The what? Oh, I'm sorry. He goes to the pudgy green man from earlier. How rude of me. I was talking about my personal assistant, Mr. Smooth here. You know, the Smooths, Smoozy, Smooth Face, the Smoothinator. I mean, that's what we called him back in college. We're already supposed to see Mr. Smooth trying to grab her shiny hair clip. But then Disco steps his hand. Psh, he does have a liking for shiny things, the rascal. How about the slide that made you all came down? Ingenious little dice I cooked up, wouldn't you say? He slices his drink down the counter and then points at it. Hold it! The glass comes to a sudden stop. You wanna know how my trap works? Disco pulls the maul off the wooden floor slide trap which you got nowhere under the counter. The maul has a flat surface held up by a thin block of wood and two spring-loaded support beams. On the surface plate and on the side of the block support are several little metal knob weights. You'll see, the room above works as a spring-loaded scale, which is triggered when someone goes to the back of the room. He puts one of the weights on the side above the springs. Puts one of the weights on the side above the springs. But if more people are on the front end, the combined weight would counterbalance against the one person in the back. So, by adding more people to the back, he puts more weights to the side of the springs until the support inside the springs starts to collapse. The surface plate slants back, and all the metal weights slide down the slope. My trap is triggered. I figured I should set some bait for my little booby trap. The dot. What better way to lure someone in than with a little psychological suggestion? Putting a vague message on the wall of an empty room would pique the curiosity, drawing them to the back of the room. Genius. I know. This guy's a math teacher? Well, of course I am. He shows him a framed diploma on the wall. Crooked. I've graduated with a major in advanced mathematics, with a minor in clinical psychology. He shows him another framed diploma, sideways, and physics. He then shows him an empty frame. But, there's nothing there's nothing there. Because I defy it! It's true. Professor Discord is a gifted genius. Expert in advanced mathematics, brilliant mechanic, and a horrible dresser. Are you kidding? That sounds like someone you can get along with. He's also a clinical mental case. They say this shows that his work finally got to him, causing him to go completely bonkers. He enjoys tormenting students and fellow faculty members. One day, he gave the whole class a surprise pub quiz. Oh, that doesn't sound so bad. Yeah, I thought you liked taking quizzes. With fuses in them? At this point, her friends are now worried for their own skins. Oh yeah, it was a pop quiz, alright. Those were the days. That school was so dull and lifeless. All they ever talk about is win, win, win. But not me. I wasn't kidding about my intellect. Although it can be real boring at times, just one area of expertise I am pleasured in the most. I specialize in chaos theory, actions with improbable outcomes, the double rod pendulum, the Duffy equation, the horseshoes map. Completely random, unpredictable, and defies all logic. Just the way I like it. Hey you, Shuttlefly.
My name is Flesheye, Professor.
Aw, yes, whatever. And please, just Disco will do nicely. Make me sound younger. I understand that you like butterflies.
Oh yes, I absolutely adore butterflies.
As do I. They say that the first beating of a butterfly's wings can create a gust of wind on the outside of the world. This process is known as the butterfly effect. So tell me, how many hurricanes do you think your little friends have caused? I guess that's why she always hangs out with you.
Hey!
Oh yes. While we frolic and play peacefully on one side, we neglect to think that it is raving and flinging in a disastrous whirlwind on the other, just spiraling and careening out of control. In his excitement, he accidentally knocks over a lamp. Oops, now I know I have a dustbin here somewhere. He opens a nearby chest, with bubbles inside floating upwards, and he skirts through the chest, throws some strange stuff out of it. Here, hold this for me. He hands Rainbow Dash a lit dynamite stick he pulled out the chest. After realizing what she had, she breaks down and tries giving it an Applejack. Nah! They keep handing dynamite to each other, back and forth. Then he grabs the stick and throws it aside, as if it doesn't bother him as it explodes on the outside of the room.
This guy's nothing but a Pinkie Pie.
Disco pulls out a broom and dustpan, starts sweeping up the broken lamp, and dumps it in the waste bin. Then he picks it up and puts the top half on the counter. When he lifts it, the pieces come out stuck together in his own likeness, holding the light bulb and wearing the lampshade as a skirt.
There! All better. You see, this is exactly what Disco has a twist.
Why Disco has a twist sense of humor. He was completely out of control. Prince Stitch had no choice but to fire him.
Oh, so you did remember me.
I won't say she had no choice. I just wanted to share the one experience of chaotic proportions.
But that means Cinch had to go and bring my fun to an end. Oh, what an emotionally tragic moment.
Disco frowns, pulls out a file from nowhere and starts to play sad music on it. The Humane Saver are not amused, though Starlight seems shocked with realization. Hold on. It was you. It was you. You're Principal Cinch representing Roman Crystal Prep.
Yes.
It was you who lured me to Twilight's private room in the room.
Yes?
And left her notes out to her strange device so I can find them.
Yes!
This gag is on the side of young Frankenstein. But why? Isn't obvious? Abacus Cinch. Cinch? Why, yes. That senile old perfectionist didn't appreciate all I've tried to do for the school. Is all this because she fired you? I'm sorry, but that was your doing. You were completely out of control.
Oh, it stems much farther than that, Miss Sparkle. You know as much as I did that the woman
is undeserving of the praise and respect that's been given to her already. She does whatever she pleases and nobody can stop her. When I do it, everybody gets all uppity. Well, I know it can be wrong at times and what she does isn't very fair, but if it meant she gets things done, it's really not a major issue.
Is it?
I take it you Cadillac high girls have been acquainted with her.
You've seen the way she behaves around people?
Rotten neighbor. She abuses the power she has. She sure is dumb enough to use it, but smart enough to know how. One time the CPA school board required she go into retirement. But Cinch, being so clever she is, managed to weasel herself out of it. The woman practically thinks she's invincible. That is, until I got word that Crystal Prep and Cadillac High actually tied the freshie games for the very first time. That must really have rocked Cinch up. So something happened that caused both schools to get along. Oh, did you now? What did you hear about it?
I don't know. They were pretty fake about it. Something about Tucker cheating,
losing a motorbike.
Midnight Sparkle? Midnight Sparkle? Never heard of her. Anyway, I also heard that Cinch's star student has decided to enroll herself at Cadillac High. Congratulations on your transfer, Twilight. You must be so happy to finally be out there and rid of that witch as I am. You know, after I lost my job, I tried to see if I could get a teaching position in Cadillac High. I like that Princess Celestia of yours. She's a whole lot nicer and easy to annoy. But for some reason, they wouldn't hire me. Can you believe that?
Yes, I wouldn't know why they didn't go along with it.
When that didn't work, I got a job as an accountant for the Changeling Mob. That's how I met Dorix here.
How did you think Queen Quillis ended up in jail?
The girls are all bug out with surprise. Where was I? Oh yeah! Cinch was so furious from what happened at the game, she tried to get everything back the way it was. She started applying new students, but it wasn't enough. So then she tried looking for a new top student to replace our dear Twilight here, and that's where I'd come in.
But why you?
Because she knows I'm the most resourceful person she knows. She already exhausted all of her connections to find such a youngster, so she got desperate and ran out of opinions. So she called me up and asked to meet with me. I know this has something to do with her low enrollment issue, so I packed my sensitive files about the nastiest teenager I could think of.
Flash sequence.
At the restaurant, scene 1.
Discord in his orange suit and Mr. Smooth, wearing his little blue top hat, are waiting at the booth to meet with Cinch. She wanted to meet us in secret, and expects the utmost respect for on this private matter. Disco sees Cinch sneaking into the entrance with the trench coat, the sunglasses, and a scarf on her head. Disco grins at the sight of her.
Over here, Principal Cinch!
Cinch, the waiting staff, and the patrons all take notes of yelling Discord. Cinch is not very keen as she walks towards the booth.
This is supposed to be a secret meeting, you fool. What do you think you're doing? What? Can't Nagai be excited to see your old boss again? How are you, Abacus? It's very sweet of you to ask me out on a date like this. Oh, I didn't think you cared. If only I brought some flowers and chocolate. Don't be ridiculous. It's nothing like that. So, are you here to give me my job back? Of course not. You know exactly why you lost your job. Yeah, so you can save face, classic cinch. Listen to me, you imbecile. You know exactly why I coach you here. Yes, you want me to look up some new students for your school. Anything to make people forget about the little fiasco at the friendship games, I bet. Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask about the incident. The papers won't say. That is on an official need-to-know basis. But what I can tell you is that it was a result of Kidult High who was stooped so low as to resort to cheating in order to convince themselves that they were much better than my academy. Cheating? My kind of people. He pats on his file back at his feet. Well, not to worry. I got the info of suitable would-be students all right here. Well, let's see them then. First things first. What exactly do I get out doing this little favor of yours? I'll make you a deal. If you can do this small favor for me, then maybe, just maybe, I'll consider giving you your job back. Meanwhile, Disco has been bending utensils in his own likeness, and Smooth is eating his meal. Disco thanks for a minute and smiles. You must be very desperate to come to me for help. Very well, so how many kids would you like? Actually, just one would be nice. One? Seems like an awfully long way to go for just one kid. And that's why I called you here. No one must ever know about this discussion. As much as I regret asking your assistance, you are the best candidate with the resources I need for this sort of problem. As you know, my students have lost faith in me, and my best student, Twilight Sparkle, has been transferred to Canterlot High. Of course, the present reputation at stake of this matter is not dealt with. So I need you to find someone who would act as a perfect student, and use your persuasion to have them enrolled in my school. But not just anybody in particular. I'm looking for a student who can be just as good as I was, if not better. So do you know anyone who has such qualities? Discourse starts to think for a bit, and delivers a grin. Then he reaches down for the inside of his file bag at his feet, and pulls out Starlight's file. You know, I think I got just the girl. He slides the file over to Cinch. He is delighted when he sees Cinch smiling. Look at the contents. And don't worry about convincing this girl to apply. I'll take care of everything. The flashback shifts to Stormflare's office, scene 2. In times of desperation, people will be left vulnerable to the simplest suggestions, just like Stormflare. The office phone starts ringing and Stormflare answers it. Hello, Stormflare here. Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm calling to ask if you know of a teenage girl named Starlight Glimmer. Yes? And I've reason to believe she meets with you at your office for therapy sessions. Yes, she does come here. Splendid! Now, is it true that your sessions aren't exactly working well for her after her release, since she's deeply committed in her Everyone Should Be Equal campaign? How do you know that? At this point, the scene is flip-flopping between Stormflare and Discord. I'm guessing 3 months in juvenile hadn't quite stopped the mood, has it? Who is this? I'm a representative of Abacus Cinch, headmistress of Crystal Prep Academy. This Starlight Glimmer has really thrown you for a loop, hasn't she? Looks like her need for equality has gone way beyond any dull, therapeutic treatment you can muster. And now you wish to have her applied to a very special school that will work so much better, despite the lack of progress to her attitude. Listen, if you're trying to pull something on me, I'm gonna... Luckily for you, I know of such a place. What? I would like to help you, and see that your client gets the proper care and education she needs. How? Principal Cinch has taken an interest in Miss Glimmer. We'll be honored to have someone as gifted as her to be enrolled at our school. I assure you we will take the utmost care for her. Well, it does sound pretty festive, but I don't think she would go along with it. Oh yes, her commitment for equality would be quite difficult for her to register to such a prestige school. Here's how it's gonna work. Grab a pen and paper. I'm gonna give you some instructions for your next meeting with Starlight. Okay, go. When Starlight comes in, start by telling her about the school. Give her a layout on what it'll be like. Naturally, she may not be so keen about it. Yeah, So try to satisfy her ego and explain how her philosophy will fit into all of it. Okay, if she is not convinced, tell about what happened at the friendship games. What? Now you know about the bitter rivalry between Crystal Prep and your daughter's old school, Kettle High. And you know that the CPA Shadow Balls always win in traditional friendship games every time. But recently, for some reason, both schools decided to end in a tie and started treating each other as equals. Telling the story about their relationship would get her so excited that she would want to be a part of it. Alright, are you sure this will work? It better, if you want Starlight to be happy and sees her madness. This doesn't seem professional. Sometimes the most difficult problems have to be solved by the most unusual decisions. If you say so. Thank you. This would definitely help my predicament a lot. Well, you're very welcome, Miss Flair. I will inform Principal Cinch, and we will prepare the school for whatever young Starlight needs. Okay, you really got me half a jam. Thank you, I'm glad we had this talk. Goodbye. Goodbye. Disco didn't hear Stormy Flair hang up the phone, and then he hangs up as well. He then starts to smile and bursts into laughter. Yes! He then proceeds celebrating by doing his little running man dance. Whatever that is. In flashback sequence. Professor Discord is still dancing as he did in the flashback. He stops and sees the 8 girls and Spike stare at him. Anyway, Starlight accepted the application, obviously. I knew she'd start butting heads with Cinch. So next I provided her with the tools she needed to tip the odds in her favor. After her first day of school, I lured her with a little something familiar to her. I pulled it out the collection of leftover stuff from Starlight's old self-made village. I knew she would follow it to her predecessor's workshop, and figured she can make something better from the scraps and notes that Twilight had left behind. So I called in a favor for my changeling spies to keep an eye on her, and the rest, as they say, is history. I must say, this has turned out even better than I hoped. Attacking rival schools, critical proper makeovers. It's always a bit staggered to learn that she's been used, while the other girls are irritated at the nutty professor. You find this amusing? People got hurt because of this crazy scheme of yours. Oh, people get hurt all the time. That's how they grow. Did you really think you could just do whatever you like and get away with it? Yeah? You're not being very fair, Discord. Oh, have you forgotten who I am, Twilight? I never play fair. Oh, please, Cinch hasn't been pretty fair. You would have done the same. So I gets routed and pulls out one of her energy blast whims out of her backpack. No, we wouldn't. In fact, enough! Everyone then takes notice so I pointed blast at Discord. She then steps forward. Are you trying to tell me I am just some part of a sick practical joke? So wait just stay out of this. The girl stepped back, staying cautious. Starlight then points her weapon back at the unfazed Discord. Thor snaps his fingers, and a large group of men in suits come after her hiding places in the room. Some of them are behind fake walls. Some come out the furniture. Some pretended to be furniture. Some were disguised as animals in the room. The wall decorations, even the two come out a piece of the fences that falls from the ceiling. Next thing everybody knows, they are all surrounded by men whose skin tones are run yellow, green, and blue. Each of them is wearing multicolored suits of a different pattern, along with sparkling ties and sunglasses. Vicious moves, thorax, and changing grunts attempt to aid Professor's Discord, but he holds up his hand, signaling all of them to stand down. The changeling spies. Wow, do you really want to kill you when they say they can blend to anything? You took advantage of my philosophy so that I can take part in your little revenge plot. You're gonna have to pay for messing with me. Wait, hold on. Are you saying this is my fault? Your plan, your fault. Do I really look like a guy with a plan? He pushes the barrel of the blaster aside, away from him, with his finger. Blackmailing Cinch, vandalizing CHS, manipulating your classmate? That was all you're doing, actually. I was right here all that time. All I did was put you in school. He walks by her, towards his humane 7, as the gears inside his head start to turn. You know what I am? I'm he then looks at Spike and picks him by the collar. I'm like this guy right here. He sticks his arm out and straight as Spike tries to bite him. A dog with simple pleasures, who follows his instincts. Always going on walkies, burrowing bones, chasing after squirrels, cars, and my own tail. I don't even know why or for what end. He trusts Spike and Flashlight's arms and goes towards Starlight again. I just do things. Revenge seems so trivial to me. I mean, sure, I had loads of ideas getting back at Cinch, The main objective was to push her over the edge so much that she wouldn't be able to hold her facade any longer, and to reveal her true self for the whole world to see. She was already on edge with our students not trusting her anymore. I figured just a few more nudges ought to do her trick. What better way than for someone to torment Sinch in ways I could never have concocted myself? I could have picked anyone to do it. Well, then why me? Because she asked me to. Like I told you before, she was looking for a starson with similar qualities to Twilight Sparkle, and that's what I did. I chose you because you're everything she is and isn't. You got so many similarities to Twilight, but enough differences that will make you better than her. Everybody's got plans. Sinch got plans, Celestia has plans, Twilight had plans, you had plans, even Sunset Shim over there had plans. I try to show people just how pathetic tends to control things really are, so don't think of it as a plan. I prefer to think of it as an experiment. It's to see what happens between an unstoppable force and immovable object. You and Sinch and your equality to everything is as opposed to nothing but the best. It's like two sides of the same coin. No, that's not true. Don't you dare compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. All she wants is to make everyone in Crystal Prep better than everybody else. I only want to bring them harmony. This goes against everything I stand for. The only way to be happy if we are all equal. Equality has given more happiness than anyone's ever known. But we both know that's not true, is it? It's funny how you applied how equality is good to others in whatever group you're certainly in, but you failed to imagine it about yourself. When someone desires something so much, that just means she never had it to begin with. It's as if something is missing. Some special part of yourself has been taken away, and your whole life came crashing down on you. Like a wall, a building, a tower of books. Sorry, shocked to hear that last part. It's the people with plans that got us where we are now. You had plans, and look where that got you. He grabs hold of Starlight's wrist with the hand holding the weapon. Starlight tries to struggle for a short while. I just did what I do best. I just took yours and Cinch's little plans and put them together. They both turned on each other. I proved my point. I tossed a bone between two dogs and I watched them fight for it. So I give one of those dogs a bigger bone. I just told her where to dig up another dog's bone. He then touches Twilight, then looks at Sunset, and then back to Starlight. Chaos is a wonderful thing. You know, sometimes the most chaotic events can bring people together and make you realize what really matters. Take Sunset Shimmer, for example. I heard she was the meanest girl to ever have set foot at Camelot High. It's true. She brought the school to its knee with nothing but a cell phone and a pack of lies. Sunset now feels bad about herself. But then one day, something happened to her. I don't know what. That caused her to become more nice. Like the friendship games. Something horrible must have happened to make the most hated of rivals into such good friends. Interest needs a little anarchy. Something unexpected can change everything. Adding different numbers will throw your usual calculation out of whack. Add a random element in the mix and everything becomes chaos. He pulls Starlight's arm out over him and presses forward to the barrel of the gun. I'm a master of chaos. Even chaos can be fair too. Starlight is not conflicted with what this guy is telling her. But you want to prove me wrong about it? Then by all means, pull the trigger. Well, go on. I'm ready when you are. He lets go of Starlight's wrist and pulls out a small slip of paper with a target on it out of his coat and holds up to his forehead. Fire when ready. Starlight holds up the shooter up towards Star's Discord. Seeing she is about to shoot him, but starts hesitating. The Humane Seven, knowing they are surrounded by over a dozen changing grunts, have no choice but to watch helplessly as Starlight makes this rash decision. Her hand begins shaking as she feels sad about this action. Nobody knows her other hand, flickering with dimly lit magic. As Discord eagerly awaits, she pulls the blaster away in surrender, and the magic in her other hand goes out. Then everyone gives out a sigh of relief. That's what I thought. Well, this has been very intriguing, but now there are some things that require my attention, so I best be off. Thanks for coming, Starlight Glimmer. It's very nice to have a proper chat. He simply passes her on the cheek and walks away. He goes to the counter, opens the drawer and pulls out a walking stick. It has a yellow metal sphere on the end with the symbol of chaos in it. I'm so sorry I have to cut our visit short, but there are some errands I must attend to. He goes up to the Humane Seven, thanking them for coming and shaking their hands as he walks by them. Thanks for coming. It's nice you'd come to visit. So glad to see you again, Twilight. Really, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's great to have company. Stay cool. Come back soon. We should have tea next time. Arrivederci. He walks to a pile of junk and he pulls it open, as if it is some kind of door. He walks inside and closes it from behind. Then a strange-looking car drives out of junk with Disco in the driver's seat. The color looks as if a bunch of old busted pieces of different cars were put together. Then honks an extremely loud car horn, and nearby covers their ears. "Who's up for lunch?" Mr. Smooth runs out of the car in excitement, with Thorax following behind. Smooth gets shotgun, while one of the changelings open the back door for Thorax. He then looks back at the girls with a sad look on his face. "I really am sorry." He then enters the car, with the one changing grunt going in after him. "Alright, girls. Gotta go. You can see yourselves out. There's a little hallway around that corner that will lead you to some stairs you can take up. And oh yeah, tell the witch I said hello." He then withdraws the car and stops in an opening in the wall, and all the other changelings walk in, stand beside the door. The floor beneath them rises up, acting as a massive elevator. Lifts them all up towards the surface, leaving the 8 girls and their dog in the lair, all confused and worried. To be continued. It truly was a special chapter. Now that Professor Disco has revealed himself, what does this mean to our girls? Would the girls be able to live peacefully knowing someone like him is worrying about? How would his Shadow 5's visit with Sunburst go? All questions and secrets will be resolved in the next scene. Discord is such a complex character in the show, so it's very difficult to predict which action she would take. I came up with so many ideas for this scene, I couldn't figure out a way to fit all of them in. Even the order of which these ideas should be presented was completely random. As a reminder, I came up with the story between seasons 5 and 6 of Friendship is Magic, so a few changes had to be made as the cartoon is still running. I had the idea of adding Dark to the fanfic after his appearance in the series, but of course, his new role as a change leader and the alternate appearance had to be included after watching the season 6 finale. It has been exactly a year since I've updated First Shadow's Quest Girl Starlight story. So, happy anniversary!